So last year, everyone was trying to make money online by starting up an agency, starting drop shipping, doing trading. And to be honest, this is just not really the way to make money anymore. It is outdated, at least if you want to move fast, and there's a far better way. And I mean, yes, of course, it will work. But today, I'm going to tell you what I would do to make $100,000 as quick as possible if I had to start over from scratch again. And this video is going to be completely unfiltered. It's probably not going to be too edited. I'm just going to give you the actual truth. And I can predict that this is probably going to be the most valuable, no bullshit video that's out there. And the thing about this way of doing business is that it always works. I have friends making tens of thousands of dollars doing this, even people making $500,000 a month doing this business model. Like, it just always works. If you try this, you're going to be successful as long as you put in the effort. And I don't really know anyone who's successful who doesn't do this. So you want to be rich in private, right? You want to have a mansion in Miami. You want nobody to really know you, but to have a high net worth. Well, the truth about that is it just simply doesn't exist. There's not any possible way of doing that. All the people you see out there who you don't think you know who are, but they have millions of dollars, they all have access to a network. They all have some sort of a personal brand for themselves. Getting rich in private is probably just not really possible unless you're kind of lucky. So your best bet is to get in the right rooms, the right networks, etc. And with a micro personal brand, nobody really has to know you. You don't have to be spotted on the street. You're not going to have people come up to you to want to take pictures or any of that. But you can make a lot of money. Look at me, for example. I'm making over $100,000 a month right now. I'll probably have some results on the screen of all my businesses combined. I'm making over $100,000 a month right now. Nobody really knows who I am. And I'm making a lot of it through my personal brand, right? So with this business method, I guess you could do just that. And this is the meta right now. This is the only way to really make money online fast right now. But if I had to start from scratch again, there's obviously a lot of things that I would do that I'm going to tell you in this video. So the thing you need to understand is that you're going to be paid in proportion to the difficulties of the problem you solve or the value that you give to the marketplace, right? So if someone has, for example, an addiction to smoking cigarettes, they are probably not going to pay you hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars to quit it, right? But if somebody wants, on the other hand, to get in better shape, or, you know, especially if they want to learn business, if you want to learn from me how to become a millionaire, well, you're probably going to have to pay a pretty decent amount of money, right? Compared to if, you know, you're just going to help somebody quit smoking. So the first thing you need to do is you need to identify your niche, right? Who is it that you could actually help? Because forget about all this SMMA, dropshipping. Sure, it does work, but you're looking to know what I would do if I had to get started from scratch again. Everyone does this. I bet you're going to see this video. You're going to look past it and you're going to say, I'm just not going to do this. There's better ways to make money. Bro, there's nothing. Why do you think everyone is trying to sell you something? So what I'm telling you is you can get in early, before anyone else. You can be early on this and make a ton of money if you listen to what I'm going to tell you. This is the only way to do it. By all means, if you don't have 5 minutes to watch this video, just click off. But this video is more unedited. It's just the truth. This is how you make money now. So you can be in any niche. Just understand that some niches are going to be paid more than others. And you don't have to be an expert. This is what's so important to tell you. Many of you are going to think, I can't help people with anything because I'm not an expert, right? But let's say that you are a complete beginner. Let's say you're a 6-year-old. I got pretty much lost in math in school. Like I didn't even really get a degree, to be honest. I could teach a 6-year-old how to do math, okay? I could teach a 10-year-old how to do it, but I couldn't teach a 16-year-old how to do it. I'm just simply not that good at it, okay? And I'm not even smart either when it comes to like school. I just run a business, okay? And in that sense, I'm a little bit smart. The point is, if you're just a little bit better at someone, you're better off having yourself do it than them do it. So one of my first clients actually for my e-commerce agency, his name was Patrick. He was from Brazil and we run his business there. He was a beginner, okay? And I suck too. I just started my agency. I didn't know what I was doing, okay? I'm gonna be honest. But let's say my score is like a 4. I've studied YouTube videos. I even had a mentor. Like I was reasonable, okay? I didn't suck that bad. I knew a few things. And he was a 1. Who would you rather have run his advertisements? And I charge him only $50, okay? Would you rather send $50 to somebody who is a 4 who think he could probably pull this off and just work with him and his agency? Or would you do it yourself? Exactly. So there's different levels, right? Some people teach the experts, some people teach the beginners, and it doesn't necessarily have to be making money online, but that's the way that I've been doing it, right? And that's how I'm able to close $5,000 deals, all of that type of stuff. And on the side of that, I'm even doing dropshipping too, and it's working super well for me. I'm making $300,000 this month of my e-commerce store, but I simply just don't think it's the fastest way, right? And you're looking to know the fastest, most bulletproof way with high margins, okay? When I get a sale in this business, I get 100% of the profits, okay? Somebody pays me $4,000 today, I keep every single penny of it, and then in return I just deliver the service. If I have the ability to take some random guy who struggled to pay his bills from $0 to $10,000 a month, then what was that? Dude, I'm in Dubai. This like sounds everywhere. They're working. If I can take it from $0 to $10,000 a month, and I could guarantee that I would do it, right? Let's say I could guarantee that I would do it. Within 3 months, you would have made $30,000. And within a year, you would have made 120K. If I told you, give me $5,000 and I'll teach you how to make $10,000 a month, and it will work because this works, would you do it? If you were guaranteed, you would. You 100% would, right? You would basically just lose money for 14 days and then you would double it and triple it and 10x it. This method works when it comes to making money online. So you need to pick your niche. You know, could you, for example, help people quit video games? I've told you this before. Could you help people quit smoking? Or could you have as simple as a niche as optimizing people's dating profile, right? Maybe people don't get any matches on Tinder, for example. Dude, you could start a YouTube channel or a short form account, even faceless to some extent, where you could help people get more matches on Tinder, right? And you could have a $200 a month community where they learn everything. You have weekly calls, you look at case studies of, you know, the most successful students who got the most successful dates, etc. You could have one-on-one dating advice, which is access to you on WhatsApp for $697. And if you are a business coach, you could charge, as much as possible. As I told you, I can make you 10K a month. I can promise you that if you're not an idiot and you're not lazy, I can do it. So it would be worth paying the service, right? But you need to see what is your thing. Maybe not all of you should be business coaches. The thing with this model though is that not everyone is going to be buyers, right? Let's say that you are making a YouTube video and it reaches 100,000 people. Dude, 98% of them probably don't have the money, okay? Or they just don't want to invest in themselves. They're just looking for ways to make money. The thing is, we need those first 10,000 viewers to reach the next 20,000, right? So even if most people watching your video or whatever you post are not going to buy, they're the ones that's going to help you push you to the buyers, right? And a very funny thing is when I had my YouTube channel that was called Ecom Boss, you could literally find it still, but don't search it. It's a bit awkward. Okay, you do what you want. When I had that channel, I had 700 subscribers and made 20K a month of it. 700 subscribers, bro. I got 400 views, 300, 500 views. It's absolutely crazy. But I also had the proof to back it up. I was running my own e-commerce businesses. I was doing good. So you need to see what you can do for yourself. Now, if you don't want to be public, I also have a way for you to do this, but that I will inform you about a little bit later in this video. So this business model is super easy, okay? Because nobody said that you had to be a complete expert, but maybe you should tell them that, right? Or maybe you should work with beginners. If you are a swimming coach, you help people learn how to swim, but you're just like kind of medium at it, you can really help a baby, right? You could help parents bring their kids there, you teach them how to swim, stuff like that. Probably couldn't help an athlete though. But you can make a lot of money from that. You could have a subscription, etc. But in this business model, as I said, everything is profit, right? That's what's so good. And you want to ideally charge more high ticket. So in my experience, I probably wouldn't help people quit smoking, even though people can do that and make hundreds of thousands a month. But the business coaches are going to make the big bucks. The people into fitness, personal training are probably going to make a decent amount. People into dating are going to make a decent amount. But if you're going to help people just like quitting smoking, quitting alcohol, probably not going to make as much. But there is a market for everything, right? There's literally a market for everything. And if you set up a YouTube channel, people are going to come to you, set up short form. It's just so easy, bro. You could launch it today and you'll have your calendar filled tomorrow. Imagine I just tell you right now, okay? I'm actually just going to say, in the description, I'm going to put a link to my calendar. If you want to build out an info product with me, you can do that. You can fill out the application. We'll see if you're a good fit. If you are, we'll do a call. We'll see if I can help you with this because this works. It's the way of making money online. I don't know why I'm teaching you this. I should just keep it to myself, but I want you to be successful, okay? So you can book a call with me and watch the calendar get full now, especially if this video gets a little bit of views, right? And the same thing you can do. And you could make a lot of money by helping people and you actually make an impact, right? When somebody pays me to work with me and I monetize my skill, not only do I make a lot of money and keep all the profit, I get the fulfillment of helping someone else. I'm able to change somebody's life. You're able to change somebody's life. So you could sit there running your own selfish agencies. It doesn't help anyone. You could sit there trying to code something, just take all the money and leave. Or you could actually make an impact with your info product. And if you don't want to make a YouTube channel for this, what you could do is you could start running paid ads. I know people making 300-400K a month just of running paid ads to their info product. It can be a course, it can be a network, it can be a coaching program, it can be pretty much whatever. And nobody really knows them. Because they're the ad guy. You remember Ty Lopez, maybe you've seen him on the internet. He was just like the ad guy, right? And he was making all of this from ads. So you don't have to have any personal presence, okay? You can have 0 followers on every platform and you just run paid ads. But understand that this is going to cost a little bit more though, right? You would have to do some testing. You would probably have a budget. So my best bet for you is probably going to be to go down the organic route. So if you really want to do this though, what you should do is to pick a niche, right? And you could study anything. I'm going to sit here now and say that I could literally study like math and create a course on it within a year. But that would be slow because it's math, right? It would take me so long to learn it. But you could sit down and learn something more simple. You could sit down and learn psychology of sales, for example, and be specific about something. You could sit down and learn how to monetize an audience. You could learn how to grow on YouTube. And you don't have to be the best at it if you sit down. The teachers in school, they don't really do what they teach, but they can still really help you in many cases, right? If you study it fully, you're more than qualified to help beginners. And in fact, you're actually going to help them. So you need to get out of this mindset that, oh, I can't really help people. Dude, you can if you study it, okay? And the future of online money, all of this stuff you see, all the rich guys see, you see somebody in Dubai here driving a Lamborghini, bro, he's selling you something, okay? And you could either join him or you can be left behind. Or by all means, I mean, if you want to make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month from dropshipping or your agency, you could go live in Bali, okay? But you're not rich doing that. And if you live there for more than 2 years, you kind of failed, okay? You want to be really, really rich. This is going to be your only bet to do it. And it's completely cool. It's a great business where you literally help other people rather than just helping yourself. And you want to do this because I have many friends who's actually depressed making all this money. They don't have any purpose. They're not helping anyone. So most are not comfortable with this, right? But it's the only way, okay? If I had to restart from scratch again, what I would do is I would make a TikTok page. I would make an Instagram reel page. And I would just start spamming me talking about Facebook ads. That's the thing I know the best, right? But you could know whatever. So you could start posting about, you could literally start posting about how to make coffee at home. I don't know how much you can monetize that, but you technically could, right? You can start whatever it is you want to. You could start up helping people with something specific in a video game. You could literally start up coaching people in video games. Like you can do whatever you want, okay? So you can also work with your passion. But I would make clips of myself sitting right here talking about Facebook ads. These are 3 ways you're losing money with your Facebook ads right now. How targeting this specific country made my client 100,000 last month, right? Facebook ad changes are coming. Be aware now. Like I could just spam out 100 videos. I could post them and some of them are going to get views. I have my calendar in the description of my account and calls are just going to be booked, okay? Then I have a YouTube channel where I do more long form to build a more like serious relationship with my audience. And the rest is history. Within a couple of weeks, especially for me who knows the algorithms, but you will learn that fast, so don't worry. Especially for me, I'll blow up in a month. And the great thing about this business, specifically, just look at my channel. Just look at the graphs here in the videos. Every video I post hits the algorithm to some extent. It's just straight up, right? Because I know it. But now over to the best thing about this model, okay? The absolute best thing. You can never lose it. With my personal presence, with all the results I have, with all the followers I have, all the YouTube channels I have, the clips I have, I just can't go broke. But I wouldn't either, right? That would be working, so it wouldn't happen. But just to give you some security, right? When you have your name out there, you'll always make money, okay? Let's say that a big rapper falls off, like some big rapper. Dude, he can just start selling shoes or something. Like you just can't fall off, you know what I mean? Well, building your personal brand, you will be set forever, okay? Versus if you have an agency, your client can leave you tomorrow, you're broke. You're out of business, okay? But I need to clarify one thing before I teach you something super cool. Listen to this, okay? The next thing I'm going to teach is mind-blowing. But before that, dropshipping works. SMMA works. Anything works, okay? We're just talking about the fastest, most bulletproof, and long-term way, and 100% the easiest, okay? But all this business model works. Don't get me wrong. But you could either hustle with a hype where everyone is, or you could just be smart, okay? Everyone now is mining, right? Everyone is mining for gold. In a gold rush, you sell a shovel. You've heard this before, right? There's a gold rush right now. Everyone is trying to make money online. You sell them the tools or you're going to be sold the tools, right? So this is your absolute best bet. Now, the biggest problem with this business model is that people don't really have the mindset, right? They don't think they could actually help anyone or they think that's going to be super easy. There's never a super easy way. I would say it is, but you're going to be a beginner in this. There's a lot of things you need to learn. Anything with business, you're going to come to realize that it's all the same. That's why I could start over again and make 10K the next month. Because once you know business, you get the common sense from business, you can do anything, right? I could literally start any business because I have the experience, I have the common sense. But it's easy. So the thing you want to do now is you want to launch a YouTube channel, you want to launch shorts, whatever it is. You can run paid ads too if you don't want to be public. Or you could realize that this is an opportunity and you say, I don't want to be a part of it. I hate it. You're that guy, like really arrogant. Fuck this business model. I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to be public. Okay, fine. You know what you can do? Instead of doing your e-commerce shop that you've been wasting thousands of dollars on and getting scammed, almost trying to start, maybe you could get a piece of this. Maybe you could go to people who want to do what you don't want to do and get a part of it. Look at my audience, all the people I have. What if I make a private community and I put it to $49 a month, or I put it to $100 a month to join the community? What you could do is you can say, Henrik, I'll build it all out for you. Give me 30% and we're good. And I start making 20K a month of that instantly. I would do that. If I started today, I could make 20K a month very fast from it. You would get like 6K or whatever it is, something like that, like 6.5K, right? Let's say you work with someone bigger, and do not DM me about this. I know how to make money. I don't need it, okay? But let's say you DM somebody who's a little bit more new, right? We're teaching more new people here. Unless you're really good, you could go to somebody who's a bit smaller or just hasn't thought about it. You can be like, bro, why don't you monetize your audience? And you do this business model for someone else, right? You operate behind the scenes, because in every great business, there's the face and there's the guy running it behind. Besides my business, I just do everything, which I probably shouldn't do, but I find it fun though. But anyways, you could be behind the scenes and you could launch an info product growth agency where you take info products and you scale them, right? Imagine you had access to the Instagram DMs of somebody with 20,000 followers, right? You could just sell. You know what I mean? And you could get 20% cut from it. So somebody makes $30,000 a month. You set all the appointments, you set up the calendar, you do like 20 sales calls, because he can't do it. He just can't go through all DMs. It's just too much work, right? And you just close people for 20%, start making 2, 3, 4K a day. You close 20K for that guy a day, which is easy when you have an audience, okay? And he spent 5 years building his reputation. You get money from it already today, right? And they're always going to buy because they know him. They have trust. It's warm traffic. You'll have a 100% closing ratio if they have the money. It's that simple. Okay, so that could be your best bet. You can start making 20,000 a month super easy, much easier than with dropshipping, all of these things. These are still good businesses, but you can do it so much easier. If you want to learn how to do this business, you could schedule a call with me on my calendar and we can see if we think it's a good fit. It's going to be linked in the description. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. This is the exact step I would take if I started over again. And it really works. Like, it's just a crazy business model. If you want more insights of it, if you want the guide on how to start a personal brand from zero to making a lot of money, which is very easy once you know how to do it, okay? Then I can do it. Just let me know in the comments and I'll see you in the next video.